Okay, good afternoon. We're going to get started. It's an extreme pleasure for me to welcome you here today for this momentous occasion. And a special welcome to Senator Yona Martin and Vancouver City Councillor Elizabeth Ball. Our St. John Hospice project is just one of many large projects undertaken over the years by the Sovereign Order since the building of the first hospital in Jerusalem 900 years ago. And what may be a remarkable coincidence, we heard just recently that Israeli archaeologists have restored part of that original building, and it's to be open to tourists in 2014 in Jerusalem. I must make special mention and convey our thanks to Chevalier Ken Mann for his fundraising efforts. Chevalier Howie Charters, who oversaw the construction on time, on budget. And Dame Ann Rowland for overseeing the fabulous interior decor and furnishings. We are deeply satisfied that through our combined efforts, the St. John Hospice will welcome people from all backgrounds, faiths, and income levels, as did the original hospital in Jerusalem.
It was more than 6 years ago when three of our visionary members, Paul Hansen, Ian Reid, and Ken Mann, decided that our foundation should build a hospice on the west side of Vancouver. Various sites were explored, and in the end, we partnered with UBC to build on this magnificent site. Vancouver Coastal Health then agreed to manage and pay for the operation of the hospice for the next 20 years and possibly beyond. Providence Healthcare will have the responsibility of managing and running the St. John's Hospice. Ken Mann and his team raised over $5.3 million, including $1 million contributed by the province of British Columbia. The hospice is designed to be a big home, not a small institution. Residents will be encouraged to bring their belongings that personalize their rooms and increase the comfort levels in their last few weeks. Because of the generous donors, the St. John's Hospice will provide essential end-of-life care focused on providing individual dignity, independence, and compassion to people from all backgrounds, faiths, and income levels. On behalf of the Order of St. John's, I'd like to thank all of our donors.
About 70% of the more than 30,000 British Columbians who die each year do not have access to palliative care. And as the population ages, more and more people are living longer with serious illness. And as a geriatrician, I recognize the critical role that palliative care plays in the treatment of these patients and significantly increasing the quality of life in their final days. You are all to be commended for your dedication and determination to make this project a reality. Palliative care has been shown in numerous studies to improve both the quality and actually the quantity of life of people with terminal illnesses. The earlier we apply palliative care to a variety of illnesses, the more not only patients feel better, but it actually has been shown in a number of studies to prolong their life. So on behalf of the University of British Columbia, the Faculty of Medicine, and the thousands of British Columbians who will benefit from this facility, I thank the Sovereign Order of St. John for all your work bringing this hospice to our community. You're helping to create a place where people and their families will receive the best of compassionate care. Thank you all very much.
It's a great pleasure to be with you this afternoon as we celebrate the official opening of St. John's Hospice. Premier Christy Clark sends her best wishes on this special occasion, as does Rich Coleman, the Minister responsible for housing. As Ken knows, Rich has been a big supporter of the hospice. We all recognize the importance of having hospice care in our communities. It's a place of comfort, providing physical and emotional care to its residents. A hospice allows individuals to live their final days with peace and dignity in a home-like setting where family and friends are welcome. Supporting families and their loved ones with end-of-life services is a real labor of love. This project, like many others, has been a community partnership and a combined effort of many. I would like to thank the partners involved, the University of British Columbia, Vancouver Coastal Health, Providence Healthcare, and all the community organizations and private donors who have made generous contributions. I would especially like to thank the Order of St. John Palliative Care Foundation for all of their tireless work and efforts in fundraising to make this hospice a reality. BC Housing is indeed proud to be a partner in this wonderful facility, and thank you for having me today.
Those of you who are familiar with healthcare know that we usually try to make do with retrofitting buildings that were often intended for very different purposes. We do our best, but often the end result isn't quite right for patients or for their caregivers. More and more, we're learning that the right physical space can have a tremendous impact on the efficiency of care delivery and on the wellness and peace of mind of our patients and our family members. You know, I read a startling statistic that said that about 70% of people say that they would prefer to die at home or in a home-like setting. But sadly, 70% of them die in a nursing home or long-term care facility. Clearly, we can do better in aligning the hopes with the realities. And this beautiful hospice is one of the ways that we start. But of course, we should also appreciate that for this moment is really for the vulnerable people who need it today. And for those who cannot or do not want to die at home, this hospice will be a major comfort, so much better than a hospital setting or a facility setting. You have thought in advance of everything that these individuals will need, freeing them up from everyday worries and providing their loved ones with as much peace as possible. I feel privileged to be part of this, and I thank you all for your generosity.
I was asked a question just before the ceremony started about how did Providence Healthcare come to be the organization entrusted, and I think that's a powerful and the right word, entrusted with managing and overseeing the care that will occur in this fabulous hospice facility. So I think the answer to that is really embedded in the history of our organization. For those of you who don't know, Providence Healthcare has a 120-year history of serving the people of British Columbia, and in particular those in the Vancouver area. We know in healthcare that it's a very complex world, and it's only through partnerships, I think, and such effective partnerships as this one, that the visions that we have can be realized and made to come to life. So thank you very much, and again, Providence Healthcare is privileged to, in partnership with all of the partnerships mentioned, be entrusted with the care that we will be providing at end of life for individuals and their families. So thank you very much.
It's my pleasure to thank a few more people. One of the fortunate things about speaking last is that you get to cut probably half of your speech out because other people have already commented on things that I was going to say. But I can tell you that this project has followed a long and winding road. The project began in 2007, which is 6 years ago. Now, it doesn't take 6 years to build a hospice, but it did take us 6 years to work our way through all the necessary approvals, the allocation eventually of the land for this site, the fundraising, the working with the architects, the construction, etc., etc. So it's been a long haul. We're also very thankful to UBC Properties Trust, Al Hawkar, Bob Lee, Randy Zion, and the other directors who were supportive of the project also right from the outset. And finally, all 150 members of the Order of St. John Vancouver Commandery who supported the project from the outset and volunteered to do whatever was needed in order to make this project a reality. And finally, the members of my fundraising team, 30 strong, who raised the $5.4 million in less than 8 months with no fundraising costs. And finally, to the 392 folks and organizations that are on the boards and plaques in the hospice, our thanks to you. We could not have done it without you. God bless.
So friends, we have come here today to dedicate a new project of the Sovereign Order of St. John of Jerusalem that expresses the ancient purposes of our order. The word hospitaller and the word hospice come from the same root. This is our order doing the work that we feel called by God to do in the world. We are here to open, dedicate, and bless St. John's Hospice. Here people will gather with family. Here people will say goodbyes. Here people will seek comfort. This place is a home. This place is a gift. And so let us thank God who is with us in life and in death for this place and the people who will find comfort, strength, and hope here. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. Creator God, you journey with us through the joys and the sorrows of life. You comfort us as we prepare to say farewell. Bless and be present in this holy space, this place of residence, this place of preparing for change, this hospice which we dedicate under the patronage of St. John of Jerusalem and for the good of your people. May it be a place of deep grace and peace. May it be a place of comfort in body, mind, and spirit. Be with the patients who will live here, easing their pain. Be with their families and friends as they walk through the valley of the shadow of death. Be with the staff and volunteers, supporting them as they exercise the ministry of support and caring. May your love infuse this building, the walls, the furnishings, the people. God of life and love, you reveal yourself to your people in many different ways. Grant that this place become a beacon of love and caring. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ, who taught us when we pray to say, Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
We're now going to proceed to the ribbon cutting. I know you've all been on the edge, I was going to say the edge of your seats, waiting for that. So we're going to ask you to, if you'd like to observe the ribbon cutting, which will take place at the front door.
As this project started to gel 7 years ago and then really got going 6 years ago, I've been involved ever since, and I was asked to be in charge of media relations and public communications. So this has kept me busy, particularly this morning and today and this afternoon, doing press and media interviews, and I've enjoyed it very much.